Hey everyone, wonderful to see you, be seen by you. We wrapped up our Romans series last week. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we all did. And so this week we started one of my favorite series we do all year long, which is our Advent series. Advent, of course, is this season on the church calendar where we are preparing our hearts to celebrate the coming of Christ into the world on Christmas Day. Our Advent guide this year is a little known prophet named Habakkuk. He's this prophet that arises in Israel's history at this period when the Babylonian Empire is about to come in and discipline Israel. God has raised up Babylon to discipline Israel for their unfaithfulness. And Habakkuk is this just really spunky little prophet who stands up and raises his hand and is like, yeah, God, I'm not so sure this is a good plan for you to raise up the Babylonians to discipline us. And so that's kind of what is going on in the book of Habakkuk. We were in Habakkuk 1, so read all of Habakkuk 1 into verse 1 of chapter 2 this week. So take some time and read that as a group. Two big ideas. First big idea is that church, and again, church, it is not a building. You've heard that a million times, but it's true. Church is when we're all together. It's our life together. So what you're doing right now, church should be the most honest place in the world. And sadly, a lot of times it's not for various reasons. Second big idea was that we have to learn how to navigate this very difficult tension between denial on one hand and then entitlement on the other hand. This tension between protest and us speaking up when things are wrong, and then also trust and learning how to accept things that we might not agree with. And Habakkuk really helps us do that. So first question, what was most interesting or encouraging to you this week? Second question, what was most challenging? What raised questions for you? What did you not understand? What did you maybe not agree with? Question number 3, in reference to God and God's work in your life, what has been your biggest source of doubt and or confusion? Or it could just be what currently is the biggest source of doubt or confusion in your life regarding God and God's plans in your life. Question 4, final question. We observed that Habakkuk, he helps us navigate this tension between denial and entitlement. So in your life, where have you struggled most with denial, right? In other words, there's stuff that's hurt you or that you see in the world that hurts you and you've just stuffed it down and wanted to pretend like it's all good, right? And so where are some areas where you have struggled with denial and you need to learn how to speak up a little bit in protest and in honesty? Then on the flip side, where are some areas in your life where you have struggled a little bit with entitlement and maybe you need to learn a little bit of trust and humility? Our action step was to tell God and somebody else the truth about your doubts. And if you've answered any of these questions we've posed honestly, you've probably already done that and achieved the action step for this week. So well done. So happy discussing, happy Advent, and I hope to see you all on Sunday.